Another episode, another Twitch stream. I'm out here doing this as if it was like a podcast episode or something. But let me go ahead and notify everyone that I'm live. My phone better not start acting weird. I'm like, fam, I got things to do. My phone was acting weird all like just pretty much the whole night last night. Out here just trying to watch TikTok videos and they act like it can't even do that. I'm like, fam, it's like I throw you halfway across the street, you start working. I get tired of iPhones at times. I'm like, bruh, it's like iPhone or Apple. Just make a good phone, a phone that works, a phone that's not gonna mess up every year. Post on wrong YouTube app. Oh my god, just load up. Dang. Hey, what's up, Brian Blackner? Doing good. How about yourself? Just doing promos, and my phone wants to act tremendously slow. For what reason? I really don't understand. I'm great. That's good. That's good. How's the day treating you? Or like, I don't know if you like in school or working or doing something, but good so far. That's good. That's good. Do you work or do you go to school? Or both? I know people out there that do both, and I'm like, hey, shout out to you.
I'm sure this year will be much
Dang.
better than last.
Either. Huh. Bruh, why they just keep slipping? Are they out here really fighting? Oh, he about to get jumped. Bruh, how he gonna punch him and then take off running? That don't even make no sense. And they're gonna slip like chasing somebody, fam. Bruh. He forever throwing marbles. Alright, well, I ain't got time to be out there watching them go back and forth at it. Best trying to be late for class, fooling around with them. What classes I got for today? So Brian, do you have like a business that you working on, or do you just chilling or something? Oh, geography too. Where's my phone at? About to cheat on this.
Everyone to your seats, please.
Hey, what's up,
It's
Sky?
a big
How's it going?
world we've got to cover today.
Just chilling, just chilling. Cool, cool. I got to cheat real quick on this geography class because I don't know my areas. Oh, that's what this is? I thought this would... Huh. This is gonna be somewhat easier. Alright, Louisiana. Louisiana is there. Yo, just came to say what's up. Been busy lately. Hey, what's up, Illy? It's all good. I haven't tuned this in the grip. Yeah, I've been honestly just trying to find like different games to play and cycle through. Arizona, that would be. Dang, Arizona.
No,
Where's
sorry,
Arizona?
that
At?
is incorrect.
Oh, it's right there. Never mind. How's life going? Life's going good. Chilling for the most part. Don't got no complaints. Kansas. Dang, where's Kansas at again? That's not. Is this Kansas? That's not Kansas. I feel like this might be Kansas.
But
That's
I'm
not
afraid
Kansas
it's
either.
wrong.
Okay. Freaking. Where's Minnesota at? Minnesota, I feel like this is. Yeah, there we go. Texas, of course, we all know that that's Texas. Utah, I feel like. That's not Utah.
Heavens! Whatever gave you that idea?
Alabama. This one of it's. Bruh.
No, I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Bro, what is.
A fair guess, but I'm afraid it's wrong.
I was about to say, if that wasn't Alabama, I'm like, fam, something broken. Detroit. I feel like that's up here somewhere, yeah. North Carolina, that's probably that. Kentucky, just gonna take a wild guess, say that. Shaking my head. Bro, nobody, I did not care for these classes growing up. I'm like, fam, what I look like?
Try again.
Bruh, what is it then?
Whatever gave you that idea?
It has to be this. Okay, I got passing, so I'm like, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. I don't care about nothing else. Is this Kansas? Oh, I guess that is Kansas. Kansas is that far in the middle? Huh. I thought that was farther down south.
Nicely done, Hopkins.
I thought that was like... Trevor is easier to me, not gonna lie. Well, I ain't really... I'm like, my thing is like, if I go to one of these places, like, I don't need to... I like, bruh. They got technology out today where it's like, you got GPSs and all that, they'll take you to Kansas and all these other different states. I just think there's certain classes where it's like, you know, they should just get rid of them because it's like technology done advanced a long, you know, like a lot, like since whenever these classes got created. So you got kids out there that don't be really caring for that stuff. I didn't care for that stuff. I'm like, fam, if I'm going to the airport, I'm like, I ain't gonna pull out a whole map to show them where I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna be like, hey, a ticket to Kansas. Fam, they just out here just bullying kids left and right. Geography was hard for me as a kid, but now it's pretty easy. Yeah, I was like, I didn't really care for geography. I think I had geography like one time and that was it. Just saw the live notification. What's up, Wholesome? Going good, just watching kids fighting left and right. This kind of reminds me of a school. I didn't go to this school, but it was a school in the area where I went to school at. It was a school called Federal Way High School, and kids was legit fighting left and right. I mean, at the same time, it's good to know who wants to go to Kansas. No offense if anyone from there. I'm just saying, like, Kansas as an example, like, I know all the, like, main states, and that's it. But I'm like, all them, like, extra side states, I'm like, fam, I'm not. It's something that I don't really care for. Because I'm like I said, I'm like, we got phones and technology and a bunch of other stuff. What's this? That a banana peel? That's a banana peel. I ain't gonna fool with that. Yeah, it's like, you got like a bunch of different places and things that'll teach you all of that, so what I miss. You ain't really miss nothing. It's just I did a geography class and almost failed. It's all good. I'm chilling for the most part.
I wish I could see
What class is this? Math? Okay. Math be kind of dumb sometimes. Oh man, school serves. here or so, and we just want to have fun.
If I
I'm like,
catch
yeah,
anyone
schools
using a
out where I
calculator,
live, they
it's going
wasn't
in the
all
garbage.
about that. Schools that I went to, with like the main school that they focused on was the Federal Way High School, because they were like the best like sports school in the whole city. And other than that, it was because I think there was a time they went up against a college team and won, and so it was like they were good for that, but education wise, I'm like, yeah, I felt like I ain't learned nothing from the schools I went to. Freaking. Oh, I guess. Which is the tallest? Add, of course. Half, 360. Maybe that. Just the smallest. Pizza. It's the slowest. Snail. 26. 11. Freaking. Nah, that ain't it. That, okay, which is the smallest. Snail, which is the biggest. Planets. If it had been anything else, I'm like, yeah, yo, this game's straight cheating. 10 minus 10. So wait a minute, 17 minus. Nah. Dang. Is it 7? Oh, I guess it is 7, which is the lowest. 20. There we go. That. 11. How many triangles? Freaking. Bruh. It's like, you pressed forward last time, and then the next time, I'm like, man, that's stupid. I ain't got time to be. Freaking, I don't know. Oh, I guess that is that. It's 6, and 2 plus 9, 11. Bro, when am I gonna pass? Which is the small. Bro, that's stupid, bro. You get above 70, you pass. Like, I ain't hearing that. So I'm not hearing that at all. Bruh, this game would have me off if I didn't pass whatever grade this is. I'm like, fam, this. I'm like, I don't be liking some of the classes, because I'm like, fam,
It's terrible that
I get F in each class except lunch.
right?
Man, I wish these kids would leave me alone and stop walking up to me every time I'm trying to go out and do something. They're like, oh, I need help. Well, go get help. Dang. Stop coming up to me for help. You got teacher that's a drunk.
Very well, young squire.
Huh?
How are you, young man? Can I offer you a highball?
Yeah, sure.
Actually, maybe you're a little young. Better keep this out of harm's way.
Dang. It's like, bro, it's called sips. He just took the whole thing to the
Are you
head.
gonna be all right, sir?
It's that pompous-ass Patrick. He's bad-mouthing me all around the staff.
You see the
Why?
dude
keeps
that
calling me a
exposed
drunk.
EDP?
Says that
Yeah, I
I'm
seen that
irresponsible.
situation go
He's
down.
trying
I'm
to
like,
get me
fam.
fired.
That
He's
guy,
trying
he's
to
the fun
turn
one. I just
this
uploaded a video
villain.
talking on that too.
Against
There was some
Yes,
guy
sir. When
named
people say
Arch
bad
Wizard,
things about what I
CJ.
do,
They made
I
this
like to prove
video
'em wrong.
talking about him.
How? By
He's the
showing an
smallest,
nobler
which
side
is
of
the biggest
yourself?
of the questions,
Rising
my
above it?
dude.
No, not exactly.
Yeah, I'm like,
I
I
like to
don't
show
like
they
that math
massively
class. I'm like, it's not
underestimated
even
the
math.
force
That's
that they
just
were
like,
dealing with, and then
I don't know
really
what's
give them
that
something
supposed
to
to
complain about.
teach me in a math class, but
treacherous Machiavelli.
what's up, Dante?
Love
How's
it.
life treating you?
Good.
They say here.
Me too.
Yeah, Illy. I was like, I seen all that stuff go down, and I was like, man, he's a fine one to talk, and I'm like, bruh, like, you should have flipped that camera on yourself and said, I'm, gonna be getting exposed too, cause it's like, fam, you was out there messing up. Like, I don't know, he really expected, like, to, hold on for a sec, I forgot to. Like, no audio. Alright. My laptop want to be weird. I don't care. Really didn't see the video. I just saw scenes of him being racist. Yeah, there's this video I reacted to. There's a video I reacted to where he had was overall like they pretty much exposed him more. It was this by this guy named. Are you? Bro, the car was right there. How'd I lose the car? Are you? Okay, well, on that note. I'm like, gonna go ahead, save, so I ain't gotta go back and do the levels. But No, this isn't my first time. I played this game when I was a kid, and I'm just playing it now. But I'm getting ready to play something else because I'm like, nah, that's just dumb. Gonna have it where I'm like the car is right there. They talk about I lost the car. How I lose the car and it's still in my. See, it's because it's stuff like that that you know. It's like I ain't trying to. It's like it's just dumb. What game can I play that's not gonna cause me to go off? I guess I'll play Forza. Coding is hard, man. Yeah, they say he exposed EDP for interrogating, trying to excuse EDP actions, but I feel exposed as like if I'm going down, somebody going down with me. You know, if that's the reason why he did that, I'm like, then fam, it's not. You just gotta be a man and own up to the stuff that you do. You shouldn't like get somebody else involved. And it's like, but I mean, like overall, like you know, he did expose EDP and EDP owned up to it. But it's like you, on the other hand, you tried to like make it seem like he wasn't even out there doing all that crazy wild stuff. And it's like, fam, you was out there doing and saying some crazy wild stuff yourself. So, hey man, you lost the car because of how it's coded. Coding is extremely hard. You never know what could happen. So old games have that problem. What? I'm like, bro, that's a glitch in the game then. And they need to fix that and come out with an update. I ain't never heard because of coding, the car is too far. I'm like, bruh, nah. My thing is like, if I could still see the car, it's like, fam, I ain't lost nothing. He tried to just like, oh, trolling people just sensitive. Yeah, I'm like, that ain't trolling, fam. I'm like, you out there just like, you were doing the same things as EDP, so it glitches happen because of coding. Yeah, then games like that, I'm like, then they need to take them out of the store. I'm like, cause I'm like, that ain't normal. I'm like, that is like barely even, the car didn't even go anywhere. And it's like failed the mission that fast. Yeah, I'm like, I'm good. Play something else. What's wild is how these people got themselves in these situations. Why not like, hey, let me get a pizza instead of buy a new game instead of talking to a kid? Yeah. There's literally so much of it. Exactly, wholesome. I'm like, I just, you know, and I talked about it last night because I'm like, because the reason why he said, EDP, the reason why he said what he did is because he was lonely. I'm like, fam, that's a lot of people in the world. You don't see them all talking to 13 and 14 or however old the people were that he was talking to. It's like for you, my thing is like, if you like, you know, regardless whether he got caught one time or 6 times, like fam, you still was talking to a kid in that type of way. It's like, there's no coming back. Like, me personally, he possibly could come back from it, but it's like, he ain't gonna be the same person. After a while, people stop being careful. I'm like, yeah, that's just crazy. Get a cat or a dog if you lonely. Exactly. Fam, I'm saying, I'll give me at least like 10 dogs before I go out and do some other wild stuff like that. I'm like, and it's crazy because I'm like, that's been like the one thing that's been on my mind. It's like, dang, I would really like a dog right now. But I'm like, I'm not like, hey, I should really go and just jeopardize my career and go talk to a 13-year-old. When did I start doing this race? I like just realized that I played this game and I'm like, when did this race even happen? I'm like, I do not remember choosing this car. This might have been. Oh, I think because like Xbox, they still do like that save game. It's like the game don't ever end or some stuff like that. That's weird. It's sad. Yeah, it is sad. Yeah, they end up sleeper and being confident, but stop, check themselves. Think, yeah. This is why they need to let me where I choose my own cars. I'm like, instead of having them, they assigning me some car. I'm like, fam, first off, I don't even like Jaguars. Like, this car is like, okay, but it's just not my preferred go-to car if I'm going to be racing. If I'm trying to win a race, I'm going to choose the fastest car I got. These all Jaguars? No, these are... Bro, it's all these different cars. I'm like, and then they're going to have it where I only have a Jaguar. I'm like, fam, I'm about to buy like 100 cars and just modify them all. But like, in-game modify. Is this race over? I'm like, fam, I don't want to do this. Hey T, opinion on tattoos. Did you ever get one yourself? I've got 3 planned already. Yeah, I would get a tattoo. I actually was gonna try to get a tattoo a while ago, but it was like gonna be just like 3 letters, and the lady was all like, "Oh, for that it's gonna be 120." I walked up out of there. I was like, "I'm not spending $120 on no tattoo." I'm like, I didn't think it was gonna be that expensive. I'm like, for 3 letters, and the letters wasn't even gonna be that big. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I bet a lot of people have done like EDP who aren't actually, they get like weird in the head and do even they regret it later. I don't know. I'll have to disagree with that. I'm like, if you doing things like EDP, it's like, fam, most likely you out sitting there talking, doing weird stuff. Hopefully by next year, yeah. Some leathers, no way. That's like 80 or 90 maybe at most. Yeah, that lady was all like, oh, it'll be 120. It was like either 120 or 30. I'm like, fam, I'll go to Foot Locker and get me some Jordans before I go and pay you 120, 30 for some tattoo for 3 little leathers. I'm like, fam, it ain't like I asked for like a font, like, you know, some wild or crazy font. Like, I just said just 3 letters going on like up my forearm. And I'm like, bruh, that shouldn't have been a whole lot. I was like, nah, I'm good. I am good. You know what? That's a game I've been saying I was gonna play. You know, let's start my life in The Sims. I've been wanting to play this game for the longest. I don't know what goes on through their head, but I've done a lot of things I regret, and I am vaguely aware I will regret some compared to those. Yeah, if it's like some other stuff, then I'm like, yeah, you know, there's other things that you will regret in life, but I feel like some stuff like that, I'm like, nah, you gotta be a different individual to do some stuff like that. That's like, I'm just saying, like, I've never thought along the lines like EDP, but yeah, there's been things I've done in my life where I'm like, I regret it. But I'm like, stuff like that, I'm like, nah, like, you have the choice on whether or not to, you know, get yourself caught up in something, or not to not even get yourself caught up, but more so you overall have the choice whether to do that or not. And it's like, and if you choose to do that, you gonna get in trouble. If you, it's like, if you don't go out and do that stuff, then you should be okay. Did I already start? Ain't no way that's me. Nah. I know that is not me. Nah, we starting over. We is starting over. Because ain't no way I created that character. New game. I've played a crap ton of Sims games before. I'm like, I don't need to. Okay. If they had tutorial stuff pop up, I'm leaving this game because I'm like, I chose. Young adult. As a child, I wanted to work for myself.
Oh, okay,
I just met someone new. To impress them, I'll brag about my collection, try my best pickup lines, prank them. What? I'm gonna sit down and have a conversation. Why would I don't understand this game? Genuinely asking, what if a person only had thoughts like that but doesn't do it? Then it's like you need to seek out help. You need to go seek out counseling or talk to somebody so you don't have thoughts like that. I'm like, I'm like, you know, if you thinking like that, then it's like, okay, that's a sign you need to seek out help. Thanks. Wanted to see. This session is cool. You're starting again. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, but I just knew, new question. Home is where the heart is, I feel like. What's the most important to me when selecting a place to live? Showing off my wealth, place to entertain my guests. I say that. What's the first thing I do after a long day of work? Clean the house, cook dinner, because I be hungry. How often do I visit the gym? I mean, just working out at home, would that count? Because I'm like, okay, if that's the case, then every chance I get. But I can't remember I think last time I went to the gym, it was like years ago. But it's like, I just be working out at home. Ah, dang. New question. What's the best kind of plot twist? Hero becomes a villain. I feel like that. Imagine if Superman became a villain. That'd be crazy. Bro, I'm literally so hungry right now. I want some chicken. 65. I ate before I started streaming. I'm like, I'll make sure I always do that. I mean, it's COVID time, so it counts. Yeah, I feel like it would count. Like, you know, like I'm like, cause if it's like working out at home, then I'm like, yeah, every chance I get. But other than that, I'm like, yeah, last time I went to the gym, it was a long time ago. Best food is grown yourself, caught hook lines, prepared by a chef. I just be making like already made food, heated up, and I'm good. The internet is for inspiration, making money, llama memes. I'm gonna choose llama memes. You see like a good llama meme that make your whole day better. In the evening, I enjoy stargazing with telescopes, watching television, plotting my next move. What's my favorite pastime? Sports. Big games tonight. What do I do? Why would I say I watch sports and then say I don't care for sports? Like, come on, bruh. Big game is tonight. What do I do? Well, if I'm the team captain, I'm the team captain. What do I do for fun? Sport creative side, play games, surf the web. I feel like both of those would I do those together. Do you still exercise at home? Yeah, I exercise every day. I got resistance bands, I do push-ups at night, bunch of other workouts. So, yeah, I work out every day. What do I do for fun? I guess play games, surf the web. I mean, I guess, man. I'd start the game.
I'll sit back.
Oh. Bruh. Why they have it where the randomized thing? Alright, man. How I start the game? I'm about to say, I'm like, man, I'm about to act like the game can't start. Why would a person live out in the desert? I know, I don't know people that live out in the desert, but I just know that there's people out there that do that, and I'm like, fam, I could never. I wish this game was like The Sims 2. Because I was like, The Sims 2, they had it where you can like walk as the character instead of, it's like the old way of doing it. How do I zoom out? Oh. So wait a minute, is this my... build mode? Okay. Okay. Let's build a house. Should play the tutorial, man. I get tired of tutorials. I'd rather figure out this stuff on my own. Design tool. Nah, they ain't gonna. No, wait a second. What's this? Flat L shape, flat triangle, flat square. Bro, this is so much more different than The Sims back in the day. It's like they try and make the game realistic but confusing at the same time. How you like... Bruh. Why they make it where this game just so difficult? Like, I remember back in the day, I built... Bruh, I was out there building houses, like, in minutes. Now I realize something like this gonna take me hours. You can't even look at it from the side. Like, things just... Man... And what room would be that small? Like, that's not a basement. That's not a closet. I don't know what to call that. You can't even, like, get, like, a side view. And what button? So they just don't want people to just build houses in this game. They are like, nah, let's just have it where they just get mad confused. I wish they just auto build a house. I'm gonna get some noodles. Come back later in 20 minutes. All right, Kilson. About to just a house. Is there like an already pre-built house? No. All right. Well, dang. Or that's how it was back in the older Sims. They have it where a house is already, like, pre-built for you. Bro, why is it... I was gonna give that game a chance, but I'm like, nah, that ain't working for me. Like, that's just confusing. It's like, that game, I'm like, I don't know about that. I'm like, man, they need to come out with a game that's playable, that's fun. I can actually, like, do something with it. That's my phone charger, right? Alright, let's play some Grand Theft Auto, see what I can do with this. See if I can. Bro, if they everywhere I can go into the casino and spin the wheel, I'm like, this game is broken. Because yeah, they did that crap yesterday, and I was like, they talking about 17 hours. And I'm like, fam, how is it 17 hours and I hadn't played this game in 2 days? I feel like that was some good driving right there. There's a lot of like the fake Mustangs though. It must be like a certain day of the week where it's like it's just nothing but Mustangs that be out here. It'd be the one day where it's all like, I don't need no Mustang. And it's like the one day where you try to find one, it'd be the day where it's like, oh no, let's spawn a bunch of the fake Mini Coopers. Or the Dodge Challenger Camaros that they got in this game.
When you go get your money, stop calling.
What kind of car is that? It's like an Escalade or not Escalade, a Cadillac? Huh. Didn't know they had like Cadillacs in this game. Watch out, don't get the car. They're gonna give me a T-shirt or some other stuff I don't need. Yeah, like exactly. They always give you like they stay giving you stuff in this game where it's like, fam, give me. Nobody came this far out to just get 15,000 chips. Where it's like I could do a mission and get that same amount.
Here you go. Come back.
That's the stuff I'm like, man. I wish you could just steal the podium car. That's what I would do. I'll just go in there, just start going crazy. They should have it where you can do that. Steal the car, get like a 5-star wanted level. Can't call Lester to save you, so it's like you have no choice but to like, just be a good driver. Try to get the car. I'd do it. Hey, what's up, Angelo? How's your day? How's the day treating you? I gotta stop like taking my eyes off the road. I gotta wait till I get like on the straightaway with no cars and then look at the chat. So I be like hitting turns and stuff, and that's when I decide, oh, let me look at the chat. Maybe we got COVID, my dude. I ain't sure. Hey, be careful of that stuff. If you can, get yourself tested and see. My head and throat hurting. Like, yeah, definitely stay indoors, be safe.
You're not supposed to be here.
It's like when I'm like shooting, it's made this like controller is vibrating so much that it's making my headset make it like a rumbling noise. So suddenly just got out of nowhere. Just so suddenly to just out of nowhere. I haven't been anywhere. Oh. That's like, that's, has anybody in your like house been out and about and then they might have got the virus and then somehow you got it, or if not, then it might just be the common cold. Nah, man, we've been inside since COVID. So yeah, it might just be the common cold thing. I mean, I still wouldn't downplay it. You know, I still would just like be safe in things. But yeah, it sounds, if you haven't been nowhere, it's probably just, has it? And then another question: has it been cold in the area that you stay at? Yeah, probably just a common cold, but I'm still gonna get tested just to be sure. Yeah, do that. It's like, gotta be safe. Dang, they lit my car up. It's like, yeah, everybody, people, they get sick. COVID, it really scared a lot. I mean, it scared everybody, but people, they sneeze, cough, arm scratches a little bit. Oh man, I gotta get myself tested. I gotta see what's going on with me. My arm just don't be scratching for no reason. Like, COVID got everybody on the edge. I mean, rightfully so, like, you know, still play it safe. But it's just funny how, like, on the edge everybody is.
Keep your mouth shut about me, you hear?
I got even acknowledge. It's like, yeah, you don't say thank you, I'm gonna acknowledge you. I was in your stream the other day and told you I hit the shower. 2 minutes later, you stopped streaming. I was getting crazy. I thought that I was in the shower for an hour or something, but you ended the stream early. I thought, yeah, there's at times where I'm like, if nobody ain't saying nothing, I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream. it be them streams. I'm like, nobody is not saying things. I'm like, all right, well, that's my cue to end it. Work on some videos or something. But yeah, my fault. Steal the diamonds, bro. They forever have me stealing some stuff, and I'm like, am I gaining anything from this? No worries, man. Just like now, 3 people watching. I'm the only one talking. Yeah, and it'd be like at times it's just where like nobody is here, and I'm just like, all right, well, I've had the stuff posted up for a while now, letting people know that I'm live. I'm like, nobody's not gonna join. I'm like, hey, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream. I love streaming, but I'm like, I just don't love like starting up a stream and then like nobody's not saying nothing.
Sweet Jesus! What the? You dark holy! Fall back!
I be like streaming, I'm like, dang, it's like your like one-time opportunity to ask me like anything you want to ask me in the world. And I'm like, fam. I'm like, and the funny thing is, like, I'm not asking for donations. I'm not asking for like bits. I'm not asking for like people gifting subs or any other stuff. I just out here just trying to have a conversation with people. I don't mean to sound negative, but don't you get frustrated, disappointed that so few people are watching your streams even though you have so many channels and subscribers? Yeah, and this is something I gotta deal with. People don't want to support. I'm like, alright, oh well. People that are here supporting, I'm like, I appreciate them. He got out on the other side. It's like, fam. I freaking do not like this mission. It's like, you can't even take your car to the... And I'm like, fam. What kind of fence is that? I do not like this mission. I honestly don't. I'm like, I'll play something else. That's the problem. It's like, there's nothing else to play. It's like, that's like the main problem with like gaming today. It's just there is no fun games to play, bruh. It's like, it's always just the games where it's like you gotta like pay to play them. It's like, I guess I'll play Rage 2, see what I get with that. Yeah, just what you were saying too. To go an opportunity to ask and talk to a streamer that you like, since it's so rare because 9 out of 10 YouTubers that stream aren't even to read the questions since they have so many watches. Exactly. That's why I'm all like, man, it trips me out because I'm like, bruh, I'm a small stream or I'm like a small YouTuber. So I'm like, this is like, I feel like this would be the one-time opportunity to like join my stream, ask me a question, see how I'm doing, whatever. It's like, nah, nobody joins. And I feel like the time when they do join, that's going to be when I have like 1,000 people in chat. And then they're going to be like, oh, well, like, he never reads the chat. Or he never, reads my questions. I'm like, yeah, you should have joined here when I was like, freaking had like, 3 viewers. Like, no, you're going to wait till I have 3,000 viewers and then we're going to want to say something. Like, that's on you, fam. What's wrong with this game? Why is it taking forever to load? I don't take that long. It's like, yeah, I don't be asking for much. I'm like, dang, all I just ask is for people to just join real quick, say hi, how you doing?
So mercifully
it's like, if I can't have that, then it's like, dang.
We had such plans, all thwarted by one man, Nicholas Rain. With the push of a button, our future was ended. The arcs emerged. The ecopods came tumbling down, all premature, pouring life back into the barren lands, starting a cycle of life anew, as we had planned to do with our own species. Our plans.
I've seen all this stuff already. I'm like, I remember, yeah. Like, I don't need to go through that all over again.
Nothing good. Better gear up and move out.
It's go time, right?
Yeah, grab your gear. I'll secure the door.
Dang.
Oh, come on, Lily, that was my kill.
You gotta move a little faster, Walker.
Lily, closest thing I ever had to family. We grew up here in Vineland, raised by her drill sergeant of a mother. Me? I'm an orphan. I don't have a mother.
But there's plenty more where that came from. I'm telling you, this is the big one.
It's like, what happened to the girl? Wasn't there like a girl that was opening the door?
Come on. Let's do this.
Dang.
Better you than me.
Dang, that's messed up. I guess that's like the so-called curse of being a reaction YouTuber that happens to stream. People join streams, ask for reaction requests. Since you are human, they want a regular conversation for once, and you mentioned that nothing to reaction related stuff. People just don't watch the stream at all. Yeah, there has been times people have joined the streams and been like, oh, like, you react to this? I'm like, fam, I'm not here to, take no reaction requests. I'm here to have a conversation like any other actual person. I just feel like it ain't, it seems like this game is gonna I'm gonna just play Call of Duty or something. Play multiplayer. I'm like, that game seems like it's gonna require a lot from me, so. Sorry to say, yeah, I'm like, it's people when they do that, I'm like, hey, I'm not, and then it's funny, it's like they leave immediately. As soon as I say, I'm like, oh, I'm not taking reaction requests. I've had a few people do that, join, ask for like, oh, can you react? I'm like, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for no reaction requests. I'm like, I'm just here to stream and play video games. That's what I'm like, you know, and there be at times where it's just people, they just, and I realized that even on YouTube, it's like, there be at times where I'll upload the video, and they don't even watch the video, they're just all like, hey, react to this video. I'm like, how about acknowledge the video you just commented on, like, that's all I ask for. It's like, if I can't have that, then dang. It's like, I don't ask for much when it comes to, you know, streaming and YouTube and all of that. I just ask for support and loyalty. That's too much, then dang, that's messed up. Oh, that's right, I did choose him. So has your day been, man? My day's been good. I've been chilling for the most part. Streaming, what else? Worked on some YouTube video, or uploaded some YouTube videos this morning. But yeah, I've been chilling for the most part. How about yourself, Angelo? See how this goes. Is this game lagging?
I got shotgun.
What's he doing?
We're taking Charlie. We're taking Delta. We
Good
captured
to hear
Charlie.
that these days. And laying in bed, of course, since I feel like a mess. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I hope you feel better.
We're holding Delta.
No, no, I swear.
Hostiles at Bravo, go.
I captured D flag, so. Bro!
Enemy UAV.
That okay. Well, on that note, it's like after them two bull crap kills, I ain't fooling with that. Do you feel like you have fans overseas, or if you have younger fans that you targeting? I actually do. There's one fan that's from India that's been in the chat recently. Then yeah, I've talked to a few fans where they've said that they're like in high school and stuff. Yeah, it trips me out when I have fans overseas, because I'm like, that's just something that I don't expect. I don't expect to see that. I don't expect to see that I have fans overseas. But it's like, I mean, I could check that stuff. I know I've been known I've had fans overseas. On YouTube, you can check that stuff in your analytics. It'll let you know, like, all the different countries and people that be watching your videos. So it just trips me out to know that. Because I'm like, that's just something I never really expected. than the younger fans. I'm like, I don't know. I guess like it don't surprise me because I'm like that's how it is with like the majority of YouTubers and stuff. It's like they got like a lot of like of a younger audience watching them. Bro, this iPhone is slow. It's like, dang, just load up. I swear, man, freaking iPhones are trash. Do not get an iPhone. If you want to know, I'm a 21-year-old dude from the Netherlands. So yeah, support from Europe. That's dope, man. That's freaking dope. Shout out to Europe. Shout out to the Netherlands. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait a second. Hold on. Okay, there's that. Airport. Let's see, there might be some stuff there. There's gonna probably be some robots. That's probably why I personally think that got a lot of code because in the Netherlands is. Yeah, bro. I was like, yeah. That cold weather will like get you. So that's probably, if anything, that's probably what it is. You got you have a cold. Cause I'm like, there's been times where I'm like, where it was cold and I kind of got like a little stuffy nose. I'm like, it's that cold weather, man. Cold weather will mess you up. So I'm like, yeah, it's out here like in Seattle, it's like, you know, it can. Probably, I don't know, like, I don't know too much about the Netherlands and the weather conditions out there, but, yeah, I'm like, like, out here, though, where it's like, it got, like, freaking 30 degrees below, and I'm like, or it's just, like, something like 30 degrees or something, like a little bit below than that, but other than that, it's like, yeah, the weather out here, it can get pretty crazy. Dang, they just standing there chilling. I'm not fooling with them. Measure degrees with Fahrenheit. Yes, yes. Like, I just started paying attention to, like, Celsius, like, not too long ago. Because that's what my laptop, it'll, like, let me know, like, how warm or hot it is and stuff. And it'll go, like, based off of Celsius. Can I open these? Alright, let me calculate one thing for a second, then be back in a minute. Alright. Do what you gotta do. Hey, yo, them the big ones over there. Oh, nah, we ain't fooling with that. We ain't fooling with that. We're going right over here. Because I can see right now I'm going to get into an all-out war, and I ain't going to be in no house or no place to chill at, so we ain't fooling with that. I'm like, I ain't even got that much ammo. I'm pretty sure I ain't got enough adrenaline shots. That one's just standing there. That's crazy. That is crazy. It's like, bruh. Yep. I got myself caught up in the situation. So if I did this here, 52 degrees Celsius is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Something like that, I think. I don't know. I'm like, I don't know Celsius. I know Fahrenheit. But it sounds right. But yeah, 59 degrees out here, like that's that's like somewhat warm. That's like relatively warm. Like yeah, I could go outside in a short sleeve shirt in 59 degrees. Cause I'm like I feel like me personally I've adapted to like weather like that. I love weather like that. When it's like 40 degrees, 30 degrees, then I'm like okay, nah, it's too cold. I wonder what's in this like what's this thing over here? Well, it is active. You got that red light. I'm curious about that. I'm very, very curious about that. I should fool with it, but I'm like, I know that's just a death wish just in the works, so. Oh yeah, that place is crawling. In that case, 50 degrees Fahrenheit in the Netherlands is looked at as a hot summer weather. Wow, really? 50 degrees out here, that's like spring weather. It's like right before, it's like either right before spring or maybe like a little after spring, but summer weather out here, it's like, bro, it gets to like maybe like 80, 90 degrees. And to me, that's when I'm like, okay, now I'm hot. See, the Netherlands, I might have to move out to the Netherlands because I'm like, that sounds like an area I could get comfortable in. Like, Netherlands it sounds like an area where I'm like, okay, like, I can adapt here. If that's your guys' hot, if that's your hot day, I could work with that. How cold does it get out there, though? That's the question. Bruh, are you serious? This game forever gets you stuck in some crap, and it's like, bro, you're not going to get stuck underneath it. I'm not playing that. It ain't even possible to get stuck underneath a plane. I'm like, that's just stupid. That is just dumb. Like, fam, it is not, it ain't even possible for some stuff like that to happen. How long would it take? No, wait a second. Oh, can I actually play this game? It probably ain't gonna have it where I can't play multiplayer. And just don't ask about how cold it gets. How cold does it get? No, I'm curious. Is it like in the negatives? Because that's my concern. If it gets like negative something, then that's why I'm like, okay, so I probably won't move out to the Netherlands. $32 to 41 is spring weather. Dang, that's spring weather? What is it like during the winter? Dang, that's winter weather for us. Oh, so I got fully, okay. Well, let's do that real quick. Guess I'll just sit and talk with chat for a moment until Titanfall 2 downloads. Like, nope. Said Titanfall 2. But yeah, if like 32 to 41 degrees, I'm like, that's like, to me, that's perfect, actually. Because I'm like, I could wear like a hoodie and a jacket. 41 degrees, I could possibly wear, yeah, like a hoodie or some sorts. But yeah, I'm like, to me, I'm like, that's perfect. That's perfect weather for me. It's like that and 50 degrees. But then once it starts reaching the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 100s, I'm like, nah. That's too much. An hour and 5 minutes? Bruh, it should not take that long for no game to download. The coldest I've ever experienced, I don't know if I spelled that right. 8 to 6 degrees Fahrenheit is the coldest. Dang. Yeah, that's too much for me. I'm like, I can't be a part of weather like that. I'm like, I'm actually gonna play this dinosaur game again. I'm like, I ain't gonna sit there and wait for that. I should have downloaded that game this morning when I woke up. But yeah, like that 6 or 8 degrees, I'm like, nah, that's too cold. That's negative 13 Celsius. Play that's messy. Yeah, I'm like, fam, I can't do stuff like that. I set boundaries for myself. I'm like, that certain amount of degrees, no, can't do that. Can't do that at all. There's some people in the world where it's like, they're like, oh, I like weather like that. It's so amazing. I love it. I love it so much. I'm like, I don't know how you can love weather like that. Because I'd be crying if I had to be out in some weather like that.
Now this team's got some real muscle.
They just only give you a few weapons. They don't really like... And people be wearing shorts when it's like 25 degrees. I cannot do that. Nah, I gotta wear some pants. I mean, I can like I said, I've adapted to cold weather, so I never really tried it. It seems like my upper body gets like cold more than my lower body, but still, I'm like, nah, I gotta wear me some pants. Pants, some shorts, some long socks, couple pairs of socks probably. Especially if it's like 25 degrees outside. Bro, it's snowing if it gets that cold.
I knew I shouldn't have had that banana milkshake.
Bruh. I don't know how people can do that. See, that's where I'm like, I feel like the place I'll go to. And I'm like, nope, this is too cold.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, hope the drop was alright. Wait a minute. You're planetside? Without a mission? Does the director know? Wait, don't tell me. Is this like a secret trip that only I know about? Oh, this is way too exciting. Don't worry about me. I'll keep it on the lowdown. But I'll also monitor and assist you if you need anything from me.
Do the Dutch Run Curly's thing. I mean, I love both those answers right there. What happened? Oh, they're trying to ambush me. Bruh. Okay, just wait a second. Bro, why is he taking forever to reload? Reload!
I'm on my last mag.
I swear, man.
Yo, Owen, I need supplies, bro. Frag out. Grenade out.
Now he can't pick up the...
That's better.
All clear. I'm sure
That
the
is
director
crazy.
will be pleased.
And sometimes it gets like 70 degrees over here and people are dying because it's too warm for our... Yeah, I'm like, to me, I'm like, that's perfect. That is perfect. I'm like, 70 degrees to me, I'm like, that's, you know, that's like the weather where I'm like, okay, it's hot outside, but it ain't too hot outside. I'm like, I can, you know, I can deal with that. But anything else, I'm like, okay. Like 80, 90 degrees, I'm like, no. Like, can't do that.
Booster's on. Just call me the mailman.
Dang.
Home delivery. I'll send it off to the station.
I think the Dutch can withstand cold because of the drugs here. The drugs? Y'all gotta take drugs just to adapt to the weather? Fam, I'm like me. I'm taking that stuff like a champ. I'm like, I can't do no stuff like that. I just wear a lot of hoodies. I'm like, that's my go-to thing. A lot of hoodies. Dang, half a body is just sitting here. Like, what kind of Jurassic Park stuff is going on here?
You found a nesting ground. If you get the chance, send us some of those eggs.
What happened? What's that? And I'm back eating food and watching Van House's different type of motion. I'd be doing the same thing myself. Oh, whoa! These things really trying to jump me.
Eat this!
Bruh.
I can't move! Throwing frag!
Like he's not throwing the frag though.
Throwing grenade!
Bro. Is that it? No, but I mean, like, I know the weed is, like, illegal. I don't know if I spelled that right, but there's shops where you can go buy weed, XTC, illegal, people buying, using, drinking water. Oh, like, yeah, weed is legal out here, too. Yeah, it's like, they legalized it a while ago. I ain't fooling with this no more. Bro, there's more eggs I gotta capture, fam.
I'm bloody good, eh?
Oh crap. Y'all buy it in your state. Medical. Yeah. Yeah, I know some people that, yeah. I don't smoke myself, I just know.
Last mag!
Alright.
Eggs are en route and will be very useful. Thank you.
Okay.
Just wanted to let you know that I'm on standby, so whenever you want to get off world, head to
Yo,
an
bye.
extraction point and I'll send the raft.
Ecstasy, that's what you're trying to say. I don't think it's illegal. I think you had to like illegally buy it somewhere. Cause I'm like, I ain't never heard no ecstasy shop or none of that stuff, so.
At least I know how to make myself feel good.
They say I gotta do what to get up out of here? Why it sound like my character is like freaking being cooked? It did absolutely nothing. Yeah, I'm the same as you. I never took drugs. I never smoked. The only thing I've done is space cake without me knowing it was a space cake. A space cake? Is that like an edible of some sorts? I ain't never heard of a space cake before. I feel like that's something I'm gonna ask like my friends that actually do drugs. I'm gonna ask them that and be like, hey, have you ever heard of a space cake? They're gonna be like, oh yeah, I've heard of that. Like, I have a couple of space cakes. I'm like, fam, why do I find out about stuff and I'm like, I'm so confused by it?
The raft is en route.
I'm getting up out of here.
Tossing a frag!
Come on, reload. Reload.
Frag out!
Bruh.
Dropship is nearby. Get ready.
All right, back in the game.
Like, where is the
Ship's here. Time to get on board.
Damn, that's the dropship. Time to go. I'm in.
that
Let's
was
go.
intense. You know what it is, it's mostly user frames and stuff. No, not at all. Like, is it edibles or is it like, is it something that I'm missing from it? Because I ain't never heard of a space cake before. Because out here we call like things where it's like weed is like infused with food. We call that edibles. It's like a brownie with a little bit of weed oil in it. So like brownie that makes you high. Yeah, we call those edibles out here. So my homies pranked me once and they gave me a piece of it without me knowing. I thought it was a regular brownie. Yeah, we call that. That's a edible.
Good as gold.
Where I'm from. Okay, got that rank up. But I get airstrikes. Alright, I'll take that. Wish I'd give me a better weapon, but yeah, sure, I'll take that. Weapon upgrades. Yeah, we definitely gonna need some weapon upgrades. Okay. There we go. Think I'm probably about to end this stream. So for those that have any final thoughts, be greatly appreciated at this time. I understand I've heard of edibles before, but I always assumed that edibles were like pills or gummies. They have like a gummies version of it, but it's pills. I don't think they have no edible pills like we're like they refer to it as pills, but yeah, there's like edible gummies, brownies, and a bunch of other foods that's edibles, but yeah, it's other than that, like it's just either somebody just smoking weed or some sorts. Hope you have an amazing. Yeah, you too, Brian Blackner. Thank you for stopping by. But yeah, pretty good stream today. I enjoyed this stream. I enjoyed it. Guess you learn something every day. I know. I was like, I didn't know they called it a space brownie. I'm like, that was something I wasn't even aware of. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, dang, huh? All right. I'm like, I now know something today. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead in this stream. Angelo, appreciate the history lesson with space cakes. But other than that, yeah, pretty good stream today. Thank you, Travis Nutfan, WV Travis Nutfan 1 for the follow earlier. Let's just say before you end the stream, I just want to let you know you are amazing. I enjoyed talking to you. Thank you, Angelo. You cool too. You good peoples. I appreciate you. But yeah, thank you to everybody that stopped by today. Shout out to everyone. Of course, I stream every single day, so you guys will see me tomorrow streaming either around the same time or exactly at the same time. But yeah, till tomorrow, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for stopping by today, and peace.